Hello, everybody. I'm back again with Creative Expressions, and I have another word for you today, or another get by quote, or just something, a little message that I was thinking about today. Hope everyone is doing well on this rainy Wednesday. We're getting a lot of rain, but I'm just pulling up and I'm sitting here in my car and I was thinking about my day. And I was thinking about tolerance levels. Everyone has different tolerance level. Like some have very low tolerance, some have very high tolerance, and everybody is different. So I know me, I have a very, very, very high tolerance. And sometimes that could be good, and sometimes that can definitely be bad. And I know with my past experiences, I've had a lot of bad situations from having a high tolerance. But high tolerance is good because it lets you know that I gave it a shot. And sometimes the tolerance have you to prove to yourself that you did all you could do, or you took all you could take and you gave it a chance. Sometimes we give up too quick when we have that low tolerance, and you may miss out on something. Yeah, it may start off bad, but who says it's going to end bad? And sometimes, yes, the first sign of something, someone, or even relationships, if it starts all bad, there's a possibility it's going to continue to be bad. But a lot of times you don't know. But myself, I have patience. I have a lot of patience because I look at it like this. I'm always a person that likes to give everything a chance. Like, I have to do A, B, C, D, E. If I make it to Z, I may not even make it to Z because that's a very long tolerance. But I try to do it this way, handle it that way, or just understand the situation before I just give up on it. And even with relationships, people will say, they'll look out at the relationship from the outside and they'll say, how you deal with that? I would have been gone. Oh no, I ain't dealing with that at all. But guess what? We are all different. And you know what the saying is? You have to be tired of being tired. For example, it's like you're in a relationship and you're dealing with somebody and they are working your nerves, your relationship is toxic, and you are still in it for the win it, and you just still there, but it's still toxic every day. But you'll go back and you'll complain about it, talk to your friends about it, and just keep talking about it. And they'll say, well, why are you still there if you're so unhappy? That's because that person has not been tired of being tired. Because you know, when you're not tired of being tired and you just up and just sit and leave the situation, guess what's going to happen? Sometime you're going to come right back to the situation. I'm that person. I want to be tired of being tired, because when I'm tired of being tired, that means I may not talk to you again. What you say and do is not going to bother me, and I'm going to move on gracefully and peacefully. You always have to check your tolerance levels. You keep saying, why I'm dealing with this, and now why I'm doing that, I shouldn't be dealing with this, and they're treating me so bad, but I'm keep getting hurt. But you're not tired of being tired. When your soul tells you you're ready to just leave it alone and get away from it, and prayerfully it won't be too late before you get away from it, where something tragically or very bad happens, you just got to be tired of being tired. And that's one example. Tired of being tired. And the other one is low self-esteem. Low self-esteem is you're in a situation, but you just want to be loved. I want to be loved. I just feel good because I have at least a piece of person, somebody. It may not be a good somebody, but at least they're there. And you just want to be loved. You just want that, knowing somebody is just there, that you can feel and I ain't gonna say comfortable with, but just somebody just there in your presence. That way you won't be lonely. That's another way of tolerance. So you're going to tolerate negativity, toxic relationships because your self-esteem is low. So at that point, you have to start trying to find ways to love on yourself. So what happens is when you get tired of being tired, that means your self-esteem is starting to rise a little bit, and maybe more than you think. So that's why, as you're getting tired of being tired, every day you feel it coming. I'm getting tired of this here foolishness. This ain't me. I got to go. And I remember myself as an example. I dealt with a toxic relationship for 5 years. Now, you know, that's patience. Because the relationship had to do with a person that had an alcohol problem, and they were very addicted to alcohol. But when they was sober, they was this beautiful person. So I was addicted to the beautiful person, and they spoiled me. But then when they started to consume that alcohol, it turned them into a whole totally different person. So it was like a fighting, losing, win, lose, fight, win battle. So it started messing with me mentally. Now, there we go. We're going back to our mental health, okay? Because my tolerance was so high and my self-esteem was low, and I was just happy, I got a man. I like how he spoils me and give me breakfast in bed. And, wonderful by day, by night. Just wasn't good. And then it took me out of character because that's not who I am. I don't like to fight. I don't like to argue. But at that point in time, in the 5 years, I call myself trying to save it and trying to turn that person around. And I didn't realize they wanted to turn the person around. So it had to be a point where when my self-esteem started coming up, when my tolerance started going down slowly, and I got tired of being tired, I woke up one day, and when I really realized I was tired of being tired, I said, this is it for me. And I walked away and did not ever look back. I didn't go back. And I didn't care. I was numbed at that point. I was loving me at that point because I was tired of being tired. So you can't never look at somebody and say, oh, why you still there? I would have been left. And you should be taking all that from nobody and all that. But you're not me. I ain't there yet. And even when I had people come to me and they're going through different types of situations and problems, and they keep going back into it and they keep dealing with it and they don't make any change, the only thing I say, you'll get tired of being tired. And at that point, I realized that was a learning lesson for me. And I look back on that and I know the situations that I will get myself into and I won't get myself into again. It's all about mental health, your peace of mind. When you start loving yourself, trust me and believe it's going to be a wonderful thing. I can't tell anyone to leave any type of situation, but I can tell you what will happen if you keep staying, if it's a bad or toxic situation. I can really tell you. But all I'm going to say is that don't let anyone say to you, oh, you shouldn't be in there, and why you keep talking about it, and no, get tired of being tired. Start trying to figure out when you're going to start loving yourself and loving your peace. I'd rather be lonely. I'd rather be by myself than be around toxic people and situations. Because I'm not no good to no one if my mental is so messed up. And it could be within a job. A lot of times we'll be in these jobs and these employments, and it's so toxic there. And your mental is going down every day, but you got to pay your bills. But we get comfortable in our jobs, and I know a lot of us get scared. Oh, I'm scared to go to another job, and I'm scared because it may not work, but I'm comfortable because I know I'm getting a paycheck here every week. No, you can't let the job kill your mental either. You just have to be like, look, put your faith and trust, and say, I'm going to get another job. But my mental come first. Sometimes you may have to even take a pay cut just to save your mental. Life is really too short to not think about your mental stability. We all want to be loved. We all want to make money. We all just want to feel important at some time. But at that point in time, if it's going to cost you your mental state, it's not good. What good is it for you? But please, you have to get tired of being tired. And guess what? You have your level of tolerance. It's just not going to be the same as anybody. And don't feel bad because your level of tolerance isn't low like everybody else. Because when you leave the situation and you step away, you're going to be like, I gave it all I could give. I ain't got no more to give. I don't have any more to give anybody. So now I can move on in peace and I can sleep good at night. I may cry a few tears, but guess what? That's only temporary. And then once you heal from it and you look back on it, you be like, dang, I wish I had enough strength to get out of it sooner. Some days I wish my tolerance was low. But if I would have left too soon, I wouldn't have learned anything. So I'm glad I kind of stayed in some situations. Well, I'm glad and I'm not glad that I stayed into some situations longer than I did because I learned a lot. Every situation that we all go through on this earth is a teaching lesson. It's teaching, but you have to follow and you have to learn from it. Especially if you want a happy mental state. But once again, you guys, this is Desiree with Expressions Forever. And thanks for watching my videos, y'all. It's more to come. Much, much more to come. And everyone just have a continued blessed evening. It is raining out here. And I just have to sit in my car and just get some peace because I worry about my mental. And I sit in my car, I pull up, and I just start woosaying from a long day. But once again, your tolerance ain't like everybody else's tolerance. Just find it within inside you to not, and it goes back to my other video, not taking crap from people. But guess what? When I said that, you have to have your levels of tolerance of how much crap and how long you're going to take the crap from somebody. And get the courage to not to take the crap from somebody. You have to go back and watch that video for those of you who haven't watched that video. Don't take crap from anyone, please. But have a good evening, you guys, and goodbye.